Don't be so quick to throw your money at blue light blocking glasses or those expensive eye drops. They aren't going to save your eyesight. The honest truth is, there are 3 types of pure gold that might be sitting right in your refrigerator at this very moment, with the power to restore eyesight more effectively than any supplement. Yet you might be overlooking them completely. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sterling. Let's be honest with each other. Lately, does it feel like every time evening comes, your eyes get blurry like a fog is rolled in? Are you scared to drive at night because the streetlights flare up like blinding fireworks? Or do you have to squint and turn the lights up all the way just to read a text message from your grandkids? If you're nodding your head, you aren't imagining things. Your eyes are desperately crying out for help. As we get older, our eyes don't just age, they starve. They lack specific pigments that the body can no longer produce on its own. But here is the good news. You can absolutely replenish these essential nutrients, helping your eyes start the process to fix blurry eyes naturally, perhaps even in your sleep tonight, just by adding 3 familiar yellow vegetables to your diet. In this video, I'm going to reveal exactly what those 3 vegetables are and the best way to consume them. Especially pay attention to vegetable number 3. This is a silent hero, incredibly affordable, but extremely powerful in eliminating blurry eyes at night completely. Don't miss a single moment, because just one small change in tonight's dinner could be the turning point for your vision tomorrow. Let's start with a humble but sweet and bright golden food, corn. To many people, corn is just a side dish, but for your eyes, it can be a sturdy shield protecting you every night. What makes corn special isn't just the color, but what creates that bright golden glow: lutein and zeaxanthin. These are 2 carotenoids that your retina is desperately craving as you age, vital for seniors' vision. The retina, specifically the macula, acts like the film in a camera. It captures light, details, and movement. But over time, it gets bombarded by blue light, oxidative stress, and inflammation. The result? Faded colors, central vision gets blurry, and night vision declines significantly. The problem lies here. Your body simply cannot produce lutein or zeaxanthin on its own. You have to ingest them through food. And corn is one of the richest, most absorbable sources, especially when steamed or cooked gently with a little healthy fat like olive oil. Let me explain why this is vitally important. Lutein and zeaxanthin are fat-soluble pigments stored directly in the macula pigment of the eye. They act like natural filters, blocking up to 90% of harmful blue light before it can damage retinal cells, providing real senior eye protection. But their role goes deeper than that. According to a landmark study published in the journal Investigative Ophthalmology and Visual Science in 2015, increasing intake of lutein and zeaxanthin is directly linked to improving vision and macular pigment density, especially in older adults. Another review in the journal Nutrients in 2021 also confirmed that taking these active compounds daily helps significantly reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, AMD, and boosts contrast sensitivity, a key factor for clear night vision. Simply put, corn helps compensate for the essential pigments the macula has lost over the years, giving the eyes better protection, clarity, and endurance, even in low-light conditions. And this isn't just theory. A retired school bus driver once told me she was terrified of driving at dusk because other cars' headlights looked like exploding stars in her eyes. But after adding corn and other foods rich in lutein to her dinner for 6 weeks, she exclaimed, "It feels like someone just wiped the fog off my windshield." Simple, but it changed her life completely, helping her stop vision loss. Here is how to make corn work best for you. Choose bright yellow corn or frozen corn and absolutely avoid the heavily processed kinds. Steam lightly and add a teaspoon of olive oil or avocado oil to optimize lutein absorption. Eat it at dinner, but don't eat too late, giving your body time to digest and metabolize nutrients effectively while you sleep. The key here isn't huge quantity, but consistency. Eye tissues heal slowly, but when nourished properly, they will recover. Corn is your first powerful ally to improve eyesight naturally. And right after this, we will dive deep into a yellow vegetable with even more concentrated protective power for the eyes, specifically fighting against dry eyes and glare. But first, please take this to heart. Every bite of corn you eat tonight is a priceless investment for your vision tomorrow. If corn is the protective shield, then yellow bell pepper is the antibiotic dose, boosting the eye strength. Few people realize how powerful this crunchy, vibrant fruit is for vision, especially for seniors struggling with dry eyes, eye strain, or sensitivity to harsh glare. What makes yellow bell peppers different is their extremely high lutein and zeaxanthin content, plus a crucial compound that corn lacks, vitamin C, and this is where the real magic happens for natural eye health. While lutein and zeaxanthin act like internal sunglasses, filtering out toxic blue light, vitamin C actively repairs and protects the structural layers of the eye, specifically the cornea and lens. As we age, these transparent parts of the eye begin to cloud, weaken, and lose the ability to focus as well as filter light properly. This leads to blurry vision, more sensitivity to sun or screens, and persistent eye strain, even after getting enough sleep. Vitamin C is essential to produce and preserve collagen in the eye, especially in the corneal tissue, where it needs constant regeneration to maintain moisture, smoothness, and protective integrity. In a major study in 2016 in the journal Ophthalmology, researchers from King's College London tracked over 1,000 pairs of female twins and discovered that high dietary vitamin C intake reduced the risk of cataract progression by a stunning 33% over 10 years. That is a powerful cataracts food cure. That's not all. Another study in the journal Nutrients in 2020 showed that yellow bell peppers contain 5 times the amount of lutein as carrots, and they are easier to absorb thanks to their low fiber structure and high water content, meaning your body can absorb and circulate these powerful antioxidants faster. Think of yellow bell pepper as a multitasking superhero. It hydrates, protects against oxidative stress, and directly restores clarity to the lens and retina. Let me tell you a real-life example. Mr. Robert, a 71-year-old retiree in Florida, used to have to squint constantly when reading the morning paper, even with prescription glasses. After adding half a raw yellow bell pepper to his lunch every day for just 1 month, he excitedly said, "The blurriness has completely vanished. The text looks much sharper. Even the eye strain at 3 p.m. is gone." This is a true blurry vision remedy. Here is the optimal way to use it. Slice half a fresh yellow bell pepper. Eating it raw is the best method, and add it to salads, sandwiches, or simply eat it straight. For optimal absorption, eat it with a little healthy fat like avocado or hard-boiled eggs. Avoid overcooking. High heat can degrade some of its fragile antioxidants. And if you are worried about digestion, simply remove the seeds and the white pith inside. That is where most of the bitterness lies. We have seen how corn builds the night filter and how yellow bell pepper nourishes and repairs structures to keep eyes sharp and moist. But the final yellow vegetable I'm introducing next has a gentler, more sustainable effect, especially useful for those experiencing eye strain at night or early signs of cataracts. It is soft, easy to digest, and one of the most neglected foods for aging eyes. I am talking about yellow squash, a silent hero that works quietly, especially while you are sound asleep. Unlike corn or bell peppers, yellow squash doesn't boast an extremely high content of one-star nutrient. Instead, it offers a balanced combination, ideal for seniors whose eyes are inflamed, dry, or showing early signs of degeneration. Let's analyze what's inside it. First, yellow squash is rich in beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, which is absolutely essential for vision in low light conditions and corneal health. As we age, the ability to convert beta-carotene into vitamin A declines. That is why foods that provide it in a gentle, easy-to-absorb form become more important than ever. Vitamin A plays a direct role in the production of rhodopsin, a pigment in the retina that allows us to see in dim light. Without enough of it, the retina becomes less responsive, especially in the dark. That is why many seniors share, "I see fine during the day, but as soon as evening comes, everything gets blurry." A 2017 study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that people with a diet rich in beta-carotene had a significantly lower risk of night blindness and dry eye syndrome, especially those over 60. But yellow squash doesn't just have beta-carotene. It also provides lutein to support the macula, manganese to activate antioxidant enzymes protecting the retina, and vitamin C to support collagen protection, keeping the eye surface smooth and fully hydrated. This trio works together slowly but steadily to soothe inflammation, support overnight repair, and give the eyes the crucial recovery time they need during sleep. I often recommend squash for patients who are hesitant to eat raw vegetables or have sensitive digestive systems. It is gentle, warm, and comforting, just like the healing it brings. Let me tell you about Mrs. Linda, 72. For years, she complained that her eyes ached and stung every night, especially in the winter. Eye drops brought no relief. But after adding steamed yellow squash to her dinner 3 times a week, the pain subsided noticeably. She said, "My eyes don't feel tired anymore. I no longer dread bedtime. In the morning, my eyes sting much less." To achieve maximum benefits for senior eye care, slice and steam yellow squash until just cooked through, still slightly crisp. Eat with a little olive oil or mashed avocado to maximize carotenoid absorption. Avoid cooking it too mushy, as this can significantly reduce the beta-carotene content. Try eating it about 2 to 3 hours before bed, giving the digestive system time to send those nutrients to where they are needed most, your eyes. Right after this, I will guide you on how to combine these 3 powerful vegetables into a simple, easy plan that fits your weekly routine, without expensive supplements or invasive eye surgery. But first, always remember this. Not all healing comes from a pill or a prescription. Sometimes, the humblest foods bring the most extraordinary results. Now that you know the power behind these 3 yellow vegetables, the next question is simple. How do you actually use them to support your eyes, night after night? Here is what I tell my own patients. You don't need to turn your kitchen into a laboratory. You don't need to meticulously weigh every gram of lutein or vitamin A. What you need is a rhythm, a gentle habit, something that harmonizes perfectly with the body's natural recovery cycle during sleep. 2 nights a week. Put corn in your dinner, steamed, lightly seasoned, and tossed with a teaspoon of olive oil or grass-fed butter. It can be part of a stir-fry or added to a bowl of brown rice or quinoa. 2 other evenings. Enjoy fresh yellow bell pepper, preferably raw. Add a few slices to a salad, eat with hummus, or slice half a fruit to eat with boiled eggs or avocado toast. The vitamin C and lutein in peppers absorb best with a little healthy fat, so absolutely do not skip this. And at least 3 nights a week, treat yourself to a small bowl of gently steamed yellow squash with dinner. Let it be the last nutrient-rich dish you eat before the kitchen closes. Its beta-carotene and soothing properties will help calm the eyes from the inside, giving the cornea and retina the essential rest they need to regenerate. The important thing is not perfection, it is consistent. The eyes are a patient organ. They don't respond to a miracle meal. They respond to healthy habits. And when you create a habit of nourishing, protecting, and resting them, they will start doing what they were designed to do. See clearly again. One of my viewers, Mr. David, 68, shared that after following this Nutrition for Eye Health plan for just 3 weeks, he no longer had to squint at his phone before bed. He said, "I didn't even realize how dry my eyes were until they weren't dry anymore." That is the magical beauty of natural healing. It doesn't hit hard like a hammer. It soaks in gently like the sunrise. If your schedule is busy, don't overthink it. Cook the corn and squash in batches. Keep sliced peppers ready in the fridge. Replace heavy side dishes like mashed potatoes with a spoonful of colorful yellow veggies, something that feeds your eyes, not just fills your hunger. And drink a glass of water before bed to help the body circulate antioxidants effectively. A small action, but extremely important. Remember, you aren't doing this to find a miracle overnight. You are doing it to build strength from a solid foundation, to wake up one morning and realize naturally that your vision is clearer, your eyes are calmer, and you didn't need drops, glasses, or screens to achieve that. Tonight, you can start, not with a pill, not with surgery, but with food. Food speaks the same language of healing that your eyes have always understood. Before wrapping up, I want to send a final message, a reminder that it is never too late, and no matter your age, Your eyes still crave to see the world clearly, to ensure your vitality after 60. If you have watched this far, I want to speak from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, not just for watching, but for caring, for believing that your health, your eyes, your future are still incredibly important. So many people at your age have been told the opposite, that blurry eyes are normal, that eye pain is just due to old age, that once the light starts to fade, all hope is lost. But that is absolutely not true. The light inside your eyes hasn't gone out. It is just waiting. Waiting for the right nutrients, waiting for rest, protection, and consistency. Waiting for you to believe in the silent and extraordinary power of your body, once again. And the best part, you don't need a prescription. You don't need to waste hundreds of dollars uselessly. You need corn, you need bell peppers, you need yellow squash. You need foods that truly understand the language of your eyes. Because when you nourish your eyes correctly, you aren't just protecting your vision, you are protecting your sacred connection to the world. It is the immense joy of seeing your grandchild smile clearly. It is the serene peace of reading a favorite book at night without squinting. It is the absolute freedom of watching the sunset and seeing every vibrant shade of gold. Those are not luxuries. Those are your rights. And yes, it takes effort, but it is effort that is totally worth it. Because every step you take, every small change, is undeniable proof that you haven't given up on yourself. So, let this be a reminder etched into your mind. It is not too late. Your eyes are still burning with the desire to see, and with every right choice you make, they are fully capable of doing it. If this video brought you clarity, hope, or simply a sense of control over your health, I would be very grateful if you hit the like button, share it with loved ones, or leave a comment below about your journey. This might be exactly the message another senior is desperately searching for today. And if this is your first time coming to the channel, I am honored to accompany you on this journey to restore 20/20 vision potential. Please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss important future videos on how to protect your vision naturally. See you next time. I'm Dr. Sterling. Take care of your eyes, because they still have a beautiful world waiting for you to see.